Hey guys, and welcome back to Learn Chinese with Product Pink. In today's lesson, we're going to continue learning our HSK1 words. The first word we're going to learn today is 床, 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 and it means bed. The bed that you sleep on. In Chinese, we call it 床, 床. Alright, remember that in every lesson, you have to be careful of the pinyin and hanzi. Look at the character and how you pronounce it. Okay, the next word we're going to learn is a measure word. Remember what I said about measure words. The more you learn, the more you're going to meet them. Okay, this measure word is 次, 次, 次. Alright, the fourth tone, and it's a measure word for times or frequency. For example, if you're going to say, I went to school 2 times, 2 is 2, right? So you can say 2次, 2次, and that's how we count times or frequency. Okay. And when we say times, we mean the number of times something happens. We're not talking about like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. No. All right. The next word here is 从, 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 and it means from. All right. Like when they ask you, where are you coming from? 从. All right. Next word is 错, 错. 错, which means wrong. When something is wrong, you say 错. Okay, repeat after me again from the top. 床, 次, 从, 错. All right, now the next words here are now the D words, right? Okay. The D words. How do we pronounce this? It's a verb, right? And it means to hit or take. Da, da, da. And to take a taxi. Remember what I said in Chinese, that so many characters have so many meanings, right? For example, how do we say take a taxi? The word would be 打车. 打车. Remember we talked about a car in the previous lesson and we said it's 车. So to take a taxi would be 打车, 打车. All right. Now that you have taken your taxi, it's time to make a phone call, right? You're sitting in the taxi and you want to make a phone call. How would you say make a phone call? 打电话, okay? 打电话, 打电话. Okay, so our verb here is to 打 and 电话 is your phone, right? So to make a phone call would be 打电话. Okay, the next word we're going to learn is to turn on. How do we say to turn on? 打开, 打开, 打开. That means to turn on. Okay, now the next word we have here is to play ball. It may be like basketball. We use this word to play ball. 打球, 打球, 打球. All right, so the next time you want to go play basketball, you can tell your friends that I am going to 打球. All right, now the next word is big. When something is large or big, what do we say? 大. The fourth tone, 四声, 大, 大, 大. Okay, now when you want to say university, right? University, what do we say? 大学, 大学, 大学. That is university. So maybe right now, some of my students are in 大学. All right. So if you are in 大学, what do we call you? We call you a 大学生. 大学生. 大学生 is a university student. If you're in university, you are a 大学生. 大学生. All right. So let's say again, you remember you were in the taxi, right? And you have reached your destination, or like to reach somewhere. What do we call it? In Chinese, it would be 到. 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 All right? Fourth tone. 到. It means to reach, like to reach your destination. 到. All right. Let's look at the next word. Okay, now let's say you have gotten something that you long wanted, maybe like a prize in school, or maybe like you got a job. How would you say that in Chinese? The word would be 得到. 得到. All right? Look at the characters. 得到. It means to get. We use it when we're talking about like maybe you've gotten a prize, you've gotten a job, you've gotten something that usually is like a gift in that context. You can say 得到. 得到. All right? 得到. Okay. Now, the next word we're going to talk about is an auxiliary word. We're going to see it in grammar, but I just want you to remember what it looks like and how to pronounce it. D. 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 Okay? And the next one as well is also another auxiliary word that we're going to learn when we start learning grammar, and it's also D. All right? Look at the difference. The characters are different, but the pinyin is the same, and the usage is different. This is D. This is also D. All right, so we're going to see how we use them later on. The next word we're going to learn for the day is to wait. All right, maybe you want to tell your friend, oh, wait for me. Maybe you want to say, can I wait here? This is the word 等. All right, to 等. 等, it means to wait. 等, and it's a verb. All right. So the next time you want to tell someone like, wait, you can say 等等等等等. Okay? It means to wait. 等. And normally in Chinese, maybe the phrase like, wait, we would say it like 等一下. 等一下. All right. So you're going to learn more, but for now, just remember that to wait is 等, and it's the third tone. All right. Next up is the word ground. All right. The ground we are stepping on right now. What do we call it in Chinese? The character would be, remember, one character can have many pinyin. Look, this is the same character for D, but this time we are pronouncing it as D. Fourth tone, D. 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 All right, and it means ground. The ground we are walking on. D. All right, this is the character. Now, when we're talking about location, like maybe you're having a party and you ask them like, where is the location in that context? We use this word. 地点, 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 地点. This means location. You're talking about the place, like where is the house located? Where is the party located? Where is the class located? 地点, that's the word you use. Okay. Next up now we're talking about a place, all right? Or something that is like local, okay? Place, but we use this word normally when we're talking about like a place. You know, in terms of grammar and context use, Location and place are two different, they can be used in different ways. So this is like a place as well. And how do we pronounce it? 地方. Remember how I said you do not have to pronounce it heavily if it doesn't have a tone on top. So this would be 地方, all right? 地方, 地方. Okay. Now, what if you want to say on the ground, okay? The keys are on the ground. The chair is on the ground. What would we say on the ground? We say 地上, 地上, 地上. All right? Look at the character and the pinyin. We would say 地上, 地上. All right. And let's move on to the next few words. Okay, the next word is you want to say map. Maybe you're new to China and you want to ask, like, where's the map? How do you say map in Chinese? The word would be 地图, all right? 地图, 地图, okay? 地图. So this, I want you to look at the characters closely. This is for D, for ground, right? And this 图 is the same character for picture, 图片. But if you have a ground picture, literally if you're going to translate it, direct translation, it would be ground picture, okay? 地图, 地图, ground picture gives us a map. All right. The next word we have here is younger brother. How many of you have younger brothers there? Today, I want you to go and call them your Didi. You are my Didi. Younger brother is Didi. 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 Okay, so today I have homework for you. Go and call your younger brother your Didi. Okay, next word is auxiliary word for ordinal numbers. All right. So if you want to say maybe the first, the second, the third, how do we say it? We say 第二, okay? 第一, 第二, 第三. This. In English, maybe a proper translation would be like how we say the first. The is the 第. Okay? 第一, 第二, 第三, 第四. Maybe you are listing things. Usually you will see it when you open your Chinese textbook, okay? They might say 第一课文, 第二课文. This, it just means the first, the second, the third, and so on. All right. Now, the next word we're going to learn today is sport, okay? This word in different contexts, we can use it in different contexts, okay? For example, maybe you have like a spot on your dress. Maybe like your dress is torn or something. You can say 有一个点, all right? 有一个点, like maybe just a spot. It just means like something, a spot. It could be on our computer right now. Maybe you know how sometimes you can have like a little black dot. Exactly. This would be also, you can translate it like as a dot. Maybe a black dot on the laptop, right? Computer. You can say, hey, hey is black. So that would be like black spot. Hey, Dian. Hey, Dian. So this Dian, it can mean sport. It can mean a dot in this context. Okay? All right. The next word we have here is electricity. Or lights and everything. How do we say that? We say 电, all right? 电, electricity. 电, 电, the fourth tone, all right? Look at the character. 电, 电. Okay, and the next word is a phone. Remember, we've already learnt it when we were talking about making a phone call. We said making a phone call is 打电话, all right? 打电话. Now we're just talking about a phone. How do we say phone? We can say 电话, all right? 电话. And I want you to look at, it's the same character for electricity. And this Hua, it means words, all right? Hua, it means words. So direct translation would be electric words because it's coming from like an electric box, right? I think that's maybe when they were thinking about translating it, that's where they got the idea from. So a phone is 电话, all right? 电话. Okay, now the next word we have is computer, right? Still look at the same character for electricity. 电. And now is brain. We're going to see the word when we get to na. Now is brain. So electric brain gives us a computer. Wow. And how do we pronounce it? 电脑, 电脑, 电脑. All right? One more time. 电脑. Okay. The next word now we have is television. Your Samsung, your LG, your, I don't know, Apple TV. They are all 电视. 电视, all right? 电视. This is still the same character for electricity. And this 视, it has to do with sight. Now you will learn later on when we're talking about like maybe your sense of sight, we use this word. 视. So electricity, eyes would give us a television. And the translation is 电视, all right? The pronunciation, sorry, is 电视, okay? 电视. All right. So now that we have another word, 电视机, 电视机. Why do we have these two words? In Chinese, normally if you see this character, it's talking about like an electronic, something that is like maybe a washing machine, a refrigerator. It is like a word that we associate with electronics, with gadgets. So that's why you can call a television a 电视 or 电视机, 电视机. All right? Okay, next word. So now that you have your 电视机, what do you watch on your television? You watch a film, a movie. And what do we call it in Chinese? We call it a 电影. 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 All right? 电影. 电影 is a film or movie. Okay. Now that you don't want to watch your movie, your 电影 on your 电视机, where are you going to watch it? You're going to go to a cinema or a movie theater, right? And how would you pronounce that? The pronunciation for that would be 电影院. 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 All right. Let's look at the next word. The next and the last word for this lesson. How do you say east? Okay, let's point. Directions, north, east, west, south. How do you say east? The word for east is dong, 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 dong. That's the word for east. All right, so now let's revise the words we've learned today together again from the bottom. Okay, repeat after me. Dong, dong. 电影院, 电影院, 电影院. 电影, 电影. 电视机, 电视机. 电视, 电视. 电脑, 电脑, 电脑. 电话, 电话, 电话. 电 电电点点点. Okay, and how do we say the second? We say 第二第二, right? 第二. Okay, and your younger brother, what do you call your younger brother? You call him 弟弟, right? 弟弟. He is your 弟弟. And the next word would be 地图, okay? It's a map. 地图地图. And if you're talking about on the ground, what do you say? You say 地上, all right? When something is on the ground, it is on the 地上地上. And if we're talking about a place, what do we say? 地方, right? 地方地方. And if we're talking about location, send me your location. 地点地点地点. And we said, how do you say ground? The word is 地地地. And the next word is to wait. 等等等. All right. And the next word is de. We said these are auxiliary words that we use in grammar. So you will see them when we start learning grammar. De. De. Okay. And we said if you have gotten something, received a prize, how do you say it? 得到得到得到得到. Okay. And the next word, if you have reached somewhere, if you have arrived somewhere, what do we say? 到到到. All right. And if you're a university student, the word is 大学生大学生大学生. All right. And how do we say university? 大学大学. Okay, and the next word, if something is big, large, we say 大大大. Okay, and the next word is to play ball, playing basketball, all right? We call it 打球打球打球. All right, and if you want to turn on, maybe you want to turn on this computer, you want to turn on your phone. What do we say? We say 打开打开打开打开. All right. And let's say you want to make a phone call, right? You've switched on your phone and now you want to make a phone call. What would you say? 打电话打电话打电话 is to make a phone call. 打电话 that's to make a phone call. All right. And if you want to take a taxi, right? You want to take a taxi. What would you say if you want to take a taxi? 打车打车打车打车. Okay. And to hit or take, the word is 打打打. Okay. And if something is wrong, what did we say? We say when something is wrong. 错错错. Okay? When something is wrong, we say 错. Remember, it's the fourth tone. Okay. And now what about when you're talking where you're from or where you've come from? We use 从. All right? 从从. Cong is the second tone. Cong. Okay. And measure word for time or frequency. Times or frequency. Like, remember I said this is not, when we say times, we're not talking about 1 o'clock, 5 minutes. No. We're talking about the number of times something has happened. We use 次, okay? 次, 次, 次. All right, and now for the last word of the day, it's 床. Your bed, 床. 床. Okay, like right now, I'm going to sleep on my 床. 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 All right. So this is all I have for you for today's lesson. I hope you have subscribed, you share this to anyone you know who also wants to learn Chinese, and see you in the next lesson. And I hope you keep reviewing this lesson so that you don't forget the words we've learned before. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. 下次见. Bye bye.